What's up, YouTube? It's No More Op4. If you've checked out my any of my videos before relating to outdoor survival skills and bushcraft, you've probably seen me take down trees and quarter them, baton them into smaller pieces with my Trailblazer and my RTAC. But what happens if you don't have those? There are other ways that you can take down some bigger trees. One of those ways I'm going to show you today is how to quarter a log with an axe. So I've got my 16-inch Wetterlings right here, and what we're going to do is take this log apart. First half it, then we'll quarter it down into smaller pieces, make it more manageable for however you want to process it. The first thing you need to do is you need to get some smaller pieces of wood and kind of half these to make a wedge. Doesn't have to be a perfect fucking triangle, just anything that's a little bit smooth right at the start so you'll be able to wedge it in and knock it out, and I'm going to show you that whole process right now. So the first thing you do is you want to just take your axe and on one of the sides, whatever you see, make an indentation. Now when you do the first one, you want to check that the wood doesn't actually split naturally on some line. You should be able to see that pretty easily. If it does, what you want to do then is when you go to make the hit on the other side, obviously roll it over, but hit where that split is. You're going to use the natural grain of the wood to your advantage. So the next part is actually using the wedges to continue the split down through the tree. Now you want to try to use whatever wedge of yours is best for the center wedge. So for us, that's this one. So I'm going to use these two wedges to open up the split. Now go as far down the line on the split as you can and just work those in a little bit. Some people use their axe. I don't really like to do that. Just use another piece of wood to gently tap it in. For right now, that's going to be all we need. As you tap these in, it'll open this split here. This is the point where you're going to want to take your best wedge and put it on the end of the stick, and now we're going to actually start to split the log. Hear it cracking? Now what'll happen is, as this pushes through, your wedges will start to fall out. What you need to do is take them further down the split. You may need to clear bark, anything else, debris along so you can see where the split is happening. It's easier to pound the wedges in from the top than trying to do it on the sides. Once you get the other side in, you can rotate it and they'll stay in place. Then we come back to our splitting wedge at the end here. And just repeat the process. You want to move these little wedges down a little bit further each time. So you can see where the split's starting to happen. Don't worry if you get this. As we get further down, we'll put the wedge in and it won't matter. But the split is already naturally going down the wood. So some people, when they take the wedges, they will put two on a side and hammer this one down through. I use that to start, but after that point, I mean, look how much this is split. I'm not going to try to hit a wedge in between. I just move the wedges down as they fall out along. And you can see You know, it doesn't split perfectly even every time. A lot of that has to do with the grain of the tree. This is pretty dense wood. It's a hardwood. But you got to think about this. If I was going to process this with a saw and my R-tack, I'm going to have to saw each section of this log, which was a pretty good diameter. I'd say probably 5 inches. It'd take me a long time to saw that down into manageable pieces to be able to baton. With this, it'll take me 20 minutes of work. I'll have it halved and quartered, and it'll be a lot easier pieces to work with. There you go, much more manageable pieces. Whew.